page, Daddy Freeze. You would see me wearing this blue shirt, waving my hands like this, doing the silly things I do. Click on the video, scroll down, and you will see how to buy stars. Okay? Go to your Facebook page, log into your account, search for Daddy Freeze. Daddy Freeze is spelled DADDYFREEZE. Daddy Freeze. And when you run that search, you will see my page pop up, and then you can click on my video and buy the stars. I'm still counting. Go there now, Team Peter Obi. You guys can do it. Team Tinubu too. I've not seen a single star from you guys. What is going on? Come on over to Facebook and join the Star Wars. Now, I need to say something, yeah? Today's debate is very interesting. Taste Buds was enjoying it. Normally, she's doing her own stuff about this time, but because she's packing and, she's unpacking, you know, and trying to sort things out. She's here in the room with me listening as she's going, and she was enjoying Bongolee. She came in and when Bongolee was speaking, and then when Preye was replying, and she really did enjoy that. So I have a question for both Preye and Bongolee. I'm sorry, Musti, you're not part of this question, and this is not intentional. It's because the person involved is from your team. So they're going to respond to you, and you might respond back to them with what you want to say. But you don't need to answer the question per se, because it doesn't involve you directly. And here's the question. Watching Arise TV, Reno Omokri made a statement. He said, Tinubu is a drug dealer and Peter Obi is a liar. I don't know if you watched that interview on Arise. And he gave points to back. He gave points to back it up on both sides. He said Peter Obi has said many things that we all found out to be untrue. In the spirit of honesty, I did see that he said quite a few things. Maybe for one reason or the other, he didn't fact check himself or whatever happened. And Reno Omokri capitalized on that. And also, Reno Omokri said Tinubu should sue him if what he's saying is untrue. So Reno Omokri is out there waiting for a lawsuit from Tinubu concerning that. Now, when you're responding, each of you are going to have a say. Starting with you, Musti. Do you agree with what Reno said, even though he didn't mention Atiku because we know he's an Atiku supporter? And then each and every one of you is going to have 3 minutes to quickly dissect this, starting now. So, Musti, you get to go first. What is your take? Over to you. Your time is running. 3 minutes, quickly.
You said Musti?
Yes. Yes. Your voice is off. You're muted.
Sorry. I saw that interview, right?
Yes.
Daddy Freeze. And honestly, as I said from the beginning of this debate, I don't play dirty politics. As far as I'm concerned, I will not say I disagree and I agree with Reno, but whatever you accuse someone of, and which, if everybody that has been following Atiku, you find that there's nowhere Atiku has actually or ever mentioned or criticized or accused any of these presidential candidates, either Bola Tinubu or Obi, about such allegations. So, for me, my own personal view, I respect both candidates, and I think they deserve to be respected because at least they've attained a certain height, regardless of whatever field they've played in. And they should always remember, we are not perfect people. Nobody is perfect. Obi might have said some things that are not correct. Or maybe that was the way he said it was not what he meant. Just like when Atiku said about vote me, I'm from the north and all that. You understand what I'm saying? So I would rather want to keep a neutral ground on this, but I always follow what my candidate does. As in the spirit of one Nigeria, He has never one day accused any of this presidential candidate of either being a drug dealer or a liar. And as I said before, in my culture, we respect people that have attained certain level in life, especially if they're elderly people. So that's what I can say about this. As far as I'm concerned, I am not going to say something that I am not sure for 100%, like my co-debater Bongolee always does, and accusing people of something that he cannot show proof. That's my take.
Sorry, Musti. Okay, I want to ask you a question. Are you
Yes.
with or are you not with Reno on this particular statement?
Am I with who?
Reno.
Sorry, I didn't get. Am I with him on this particular matter or not?
On this particular matter, Tinubu is a drug dealer. Obi is a liar. Are you?
I honestly will not. I honestly will not succumb to that, because at the end of the day, if I don't see proof, I would never support something that I don't see proof, and that's me.
Okay.
I mean proof that is free. I mean absolute proof, 100%. With that proof, I will not succumb to anything.
Okay. All right. Now over to you. By the way, Team Peter Obi is catching up. You guys have a long way. Team Atiku is on 20,000 stars. Team Tito Obi is on 11,900. That's something. Obi, continue. You guys can get there. Just go to my Facebook page and buy your stars. Facebook is Daddy Freeze. Go there now. Over to you, Bongolee.
Okay.
Oh,
Thank you very much.
Tinubu's a drug lord. Tito Obi is a liar. How does that resonate with you? You've got exactly 3 minutes.
Thank you very much. Daddy Freeze, I want to make something clear. And since the beginning of your debate, I have never ever accused Governor Peter Obi or Vice President Atiku personally. I have never attacked them personally. I only attack their governance and or government with facts. And when I throw those facts out there, I always put what is called where you can go and fact check. For example, if I talk about roads, I'll say CBN 2003. Last week when I talked about education, I said MICS. When I say this or that, but today when I even spoke about when Obi lied, I said go and look at SaharaNews.com. So I want to make that clear. I only attack their governance, not the person. I'm not in that. As a chemical engineer, practicing chemical engineer, we deal based on facts. We deal based on evidence.
Okay.
If we are trying to solve problems, you try to determine what the root causes are, and you have action items to address them using, I use a tool called cost mapping tool. Now, with that being said, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu has neither been indicted, arrested, nor convicted of any crime whatsoever in the United States of America. In 2003, the Nigerian government, or the federal government, via the IG of police, then late Tafa Balogun, wrote to the United States of America and said, hey, we are investigating this man. Did he do this? Did he do that? Did he do that? The United States that there was some certain incident that happened between Asiwaju's accounts or investments and them are saying that this man has no case with them. A lot of us have lived in the Western world or are living in the Western world. There would have been a conviction. If you say he made a plea deal, when you make a plea deal, that means you have admitted that you are in the wrong. But none of that happened. So when I see this news, it's just people peddling fake news. Just like Team Obi's team leader that is always peddling fake news many a times on our platform. I see it all the time. She posted Deloitte. It just shocked me. Is it that you don't understand what subpoena means? You posted drug, whatever. I'm like, don't you understand the fact? Don't you get it? That the United States with their seal said this man has no case with them? I just don't get it. With the facts on ground, Asiwaju doesn't have anything to do with that particular word that you throw out there. Now, secondly, when it comes to Obi, Governor Peter Obi, he has a Chinese name, Him to Lie. That is his Chinese name, Him to Lie. He lies a lot. He lies a lot. And the reason why I know that he lies is because Ayodeji Yusuf Bakari, I also have those stats in my head. AK DJ Bongolee, I have those stats in my head. I'm a statistician. I do calculations in my brain. So when I see somebody throwing some certain stats, I know that that person is like, hold on, where's everybody? Can everybody see me?
I hear you.
Hello?
I hear you.
Okay. Now, thank you very much. Now, yesterday on Kadaria, on NTA Live, Kadaria Ahmed, Obi said that the exports of Israel was 43 or 44 billion or something like that. That's not true. The exports, as at the time was talking about it, was 130 something billion dollars. That's I talked about Morocco the other time. That Sahara News one, that one is the biggest of them all. This man said, I invested 20 million US dollars in a brewery, Anambra State money, but we know that it is, he owns a lot of shares. Maybe it's his mother company or sister company or daddy's company and all that stuff. He said he invested 20 million of Anambra State money. And today, that investment is worth $100 million. There's that video. Go on SaharaNews.com. Just go and check it. Lying about investment is there, guys. Go and confirm what I'm saying. Then later, he then now said again that he didn't make that statement, that actually it was some of his supporters that made that statement. This man lies a lot. May I know that one. So guys, I only speak factually.
That has been up for over a minute, but I just wanted you to laugh.
I'm sorry. That's all I have to say.
I'm going to have to give Team Peter Obi 4 minutes because you used. Now, before I Preye, you said that Peter Obi has a Chinese name, Him to Lie.
Yeah, Him to Lie. They put Chinese flag there. Him to Lie. And we know him.
I agree with Reno on the statement he made on Peter Obi, but disagreeing with Reno on the statement he made on Tinubu. What's your exact
100%, sir. I agree with what you just said now, sir.
Okay.
100%.
Preye, now, I want there to be fairness. The question again, Preye, while being interviewed on Arise TV, or was it channels? I think it was Arise. Before I go and confuse myself, I'm tired. I've been on planes. I've been jet lagged, but I'm alive. While he was being interviewed on Arise TV, Reno Omokri.
Give me 1 minute, please. 1 minute.
Reno Omokri, who was a former aide of Goodluck Jonathan, made a statement about both Peter Obi and Tinubu. He said Tinubu is a drug lord, while Peter Obi is a liar. Team Obi, over to you. What is your take?
Thank you, Daddy Freeze. I see many people in the comment section going off. Imagine Tinubu talking about lies. How can you be talking about lies? Peter Obi, into lie. Is your candidate a transgender? We don't even know his real identity. Where does he come from? Where was he born? What primary school did he attend? The Bola Tinubu, who has transcripts in Southwest College in the US, in Chicago, is a female. When did your own candidate become male? Answer these questions, please. Don't talk about Peter Obi lying because he makes 1 or 2 errors with statistics. And you come and tell me about lying when the entirety of Tinubu is a lie. That whole persona, we don't know. It's a mysterious human being that appeared from nowhere and was first sighted in the 70s on a one-way ticket to the US. So why will you are talking about lies? Someone's entire existence is a lie. Better fabu to the Nigerian people. and you are talking about Peter Obi is a liar. Peter Obi stands, he answers questions. When you call him out, he responds, he apologizes. How is he a liar? This is an honest, open, transparent human being. And I'm sorry to say that he frees. Reno Omokri, I'm sure many people will agree with me here. It's very relevant in the scheme of things. This is an exiled man that is fighting for his belly. He cannot even board a flight to Nigeria. Even if in his dream he wants to, he cannot. If he does it, they will pick him from the airport the moment he touches down. So he's irrelevant in the scheme of things. He's fighting for his belly. I understand the desperation. He wants a way that he can, sip himself back into the government. But his current utterances has shown that I don't know what happened, because this is a man that used to be very respected, but there has to be some, decline in his thinking faculty, because he makes no point. He just rants and rants and rants and rants till till there's no end. My own is, you say Peter Obi is a liar, Bongolee, but your candidate was female in high school and was male in university. There's nothing worse than that. Your candidate, we don't know where he was born. Where does he come from? Where does he come from? Where is his place of where is his local government of his real local government of origin? What's his age? What's his real age? Okay, you said the US cleared him. I've looked at the US court documents citing him as being in his 50s in 1993. And you say 70. I mean, they whine me. These people, they whine me. I don't understand though. I don't get it. I don't get it. We cannot continue to pretend. The facts are out there. You might accuse me of fake news. Yes, you peddle a lot of. You claim that you have a encyclopedia stored there, but you fail a lot in your statistics, and you even twist things, which is very typical of people in APC. They will take facts and weave it around like a knitting wool. So no, you can't say that. Peter Obi stands, and even when he's wrong, he stands to be corrected. Show me what is more noble than that, and I will begin to talk about. I would even argue with you at this point. We should even be maybe engaging in show or something, because this makes no sense. Nigerians deserve better. Thank you.
All right. We're going to go one more quick round on this. Musti, 1 minute. Do you have anything to say about any rebuttal for this particular topic?
That is freeze. In fact, Ashiwaju is not even relevant to this case. So let's not forget about Ashiwaju. As far as I've said before, Reno is from the same party. We're from the same party. Doesn't mean we have to agree on everything together. And I'm just saying the plain truth. Okay? I have said, as long as I don't see facts, and I'm convinced that fact, because you can be accused of something. If you are not, bro, if you are accused and you're not convicted, oh my brother, you don't finish.
I'm sorry. I know.
You understand?
I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No, wait. I didn't interrupt you. No, wait. I didn't interrupt you. Okay, I know what I'm saying. This is my own opinion. Okay? People say Peter Obi lies. If I defend Peter Obi, they'll say because he was in my party before. You understand what I'm saying? So as far as I'm concerned, and I'll keep saying it, my candidate does not do that. I will not agree to that. I will not be a party to that. You understand? I follow Atiku Abubakar. He's the leader of my party. So what my leader does not do, I will not do. You understand what I'm saying? So as far as I'm concerned, in this matter, people can hate me or people can like me. That's not what I'm here for. I'm not going to say I totally agree with Reno. Reno is a member of my party, but I don't totally agree with him, because until he shows me that fact, then, and I can see that it's proven beyond reasonable doubt, then I can say, okay, I agree with him. That's my take.
Okay. Bongolee. Real quick.
Yes, sir.
Rebuttal.
But before I do that, remember that we have a pending rebuttal. Remember that we have a pending rebuttal. Because of some things that were said, and I have to just set the line straight, sir. So I would not blame Team Atiku, because Team Atiku sees Team Obi as their younger brothers and younger sisters. Remember, Team Obi came out of Team Atiku. So it's like he's castigating his own. And that's why you never see Obi challenge Atiku. They're no born and where. They're no born and where to challenge Atiku. But Atiku can talk about Obi or whatever, and all that stuff. Now, like I've always said, emotions don't win these things. Coming on national, I will call this international social media to sway people based on your emotions does nothing. Does absolutely nothing. We are talking about life and death situations here. We are talking about how to practically solve problems here. We are talking about facts here. Nobody on this platform except Ayodeji Yusuf Bakari, has been able to tell you about plans, this and that, and code this, and this, I will solve this and that problem. Atiku is trying a little bit, but Obi are just rallying your emotions, spreading lies. Guys, most of us, if not all of us here, are formally educated. You know what they say in the court of law. You are innocent until proven guilty. We need facts, add evidences. Have you ever seen me accuse Atiku of corruption before? I will not do that. But I will only say, what I will say is government did this and did that. What did they do about this or that? Because I don't have the facts. I don't have it in front of me. I have the allegations, of course, the PTDF scandal. I have all of that. Now to Obi, on the other hand, and to Preye, and to all the people peddling fake news. Like I said last week, you will pay 2 million naira. And to Preye, you will pay 4,000 Canadian dollars. You will pay it. A quick Google search will save you all of this stress. Go and understand how things are done, how subpoenas are passed. Go and understand how they fake documents to come and submit, and everyone is running helter-skelter, sakuruba, running helter-skelter. But Daddy Freeze, that's all I have to say, because I have a very strong rebuttal, especially to Team Obi people, because I have a very strong rebuttal to what they said previously. So that's what I'm waiting for. That's all I have to say on that, sir.
Okay. Finally, on the Daddy Freeze question, Preye, any rebuttals for your co-debaters?
The USA versus account 263-226-700 and all, owned by Bola Tinubu, bank name First Heritage Bank, date filed 26th of July 1993, date terminated 4th of October 1993, name of suit 625 drug-related seizure of property. United States Attorney's Office, represented by Marsha A. McClellan, and that is located in 219 South Dearborn Street, Chicago, Illinois, zip code 6064. Tinubu is a documented drug dealer, and he paid for his crime by forfeiting property.
Now.
So yes, he is.
Sorry to cut you, but I just want to ask you a question. And if we're talking later on, let's even assume Tinubu is a drug dealer, and like you said, has paid for his crime. So many of us are guilty of so many things. But you see, on Instagram, for instance, if you have a case on your account, you get suspended for 3 months, 2 months. You understand? There's something called restitution. I'm just asking, does this mean he's a bad leader or a bad leadership candidate? If he made a mistake in the past and he has been punished for it, just your answer, and everybody else can feel free to just drop a few sentences. I'm not saying under the assumption that he probably things in our teens and in our early adulthood, would I want to be held hostage for what I did at 26 when I was not as mature as I am today? I'm just saying, does that mean I've not changed? What happens to Paul, who used to kill or used to exterminate the Israelites, and all of a sudden now working for Christ after he turned a new leaf? Just your thoughts on that.
Daddy Freeze, yes, when you pay for your crimes, you pay for your crimes, and that's a private issue. However, when you vie for public office, especially the apex office, you cannot have a criminal record. Secondly, this is the same party that presents itself as being anti-corruption, so you can't present that and say, oh, okay, it's in his past, but later turn around and hunt every single person that has anything corrupt under their belt. So that's why I'm saying the hypocrisy of APC is the problem. Yes, people face restitution. Please don't interrupt me. People can have restitution. Restitution comes from admittance. The person has to first admit, yes, I was wrong, and for these reasons, I consider that I would like to clear my name and explain. But apparently, the person in question feels too big to respond to Nigerians on the allegations. And we're not saying that you keep dangling things over people's head, but you, like I said, Nigerians deserve better. You must explain to them the circumstances that led to that and how you got out of it. In the same way when Peter Obi is accused, he steps out and he clears his name. So restitution first comes from admittance. Someone can't have restitution if you continue to deny that these things happened. Secondly, and if you continue to say you don't owe the people that you want to lead an explanation. I mean, that's how I see it, and it's for public office.
All right, thank you so much, Preye. Bongolee, since this was a Tinubu question, 30 seconds, yes. Let me hear your thoughts.
Thank you very much. It's very quick. A lot of Nigerians that are going with this story, I would say they are very funny people. The United States of America that has this particular incident says, and I quote, in February of 2003, that Tinubu has neither been indicted, convicted, or arrested in the United States of America. He comes into the United States of America freely. He attended the Democratic Convention in 2000 and is it 2000 and when I can't even remember, but 2000 and something.
With a diplomatic passport. With a diplomatic passport.
Daddy Freeze, you see, when I said Daddy Freeze, you see, she's interrupting me. Double style, you see. So you see, but I'm not going to buy into her emotions today. She's so emotional today. I won't buy into that. So, but back to what I was saying, they would not tell you in the story that they returned $1 million back to Tinubu. They won't tell you people that part of the story. That Tinubu was paid back $1 million US. They won't tell you that part of the story. Oh yeah, they won't tell you people. Why would they talk about it? So, yeah, it's confirmed. Yeah. They paid him back $1 million US. Now, I'm going to say this again. USA says Tinubu doesn't have a case with them. Why are Nigerians still running with the story? And lastly, I want to ask Preye to her face this particular question. Since I know she's formally educated, does Tinubu have a criminal record in America? I'm asking you, Preye. Answer me.
Tinubu has a criminal suit, yes, that was filed against him.
Does he have
yes, he has evidence of criminal forfeiture of property for drug-related business. So yes, there's evidence. I will
when you are done talking, I will ask again. When you are done talking,
don't twist.
When you are done, I will respond to you. Okay.
Yes,
okay, thank you. Okay, now, so Preye, I'll ask you again. Does Bola Ahmed Tinubu have a criminal case or a criminal record in the United States of America as we are speaking?
Yes, he does. It is not pending. If you are saying pending, it is not pending, but he does. It is on record. So don't twist the question.
You are not answering my question. I said, does he have a criminal record?
Is it a pending criminal record or a criminal record? Because if it's a criminal record, yes, he has it.
Hold on.
Yes, he has it.
Let me hold on.
Yes, he has it, and it has been settled by forfeiting property for drug-related business.
But they gave him $1 million back. I just asked you a simple question. Preye cannot answer a simple question.
Show us where they gave him the one. You are here to educate. Show us where they gave him the $1 million back. You say You are
Bongolee,
here to educate.
now,
Show us.
let's also I
Show
want
us.
in now. I understand where both of you are coming from. Preye is saying there was an instance where Tinubu was called to question over certain dealings and certain property was forfeited to the United States government. Am I quoting you correctly, Preye?
That's correct, yeah.
Bongolee is now also saying, and he's also making sense, that he has never been arrested, convicted, or what's the third word you used?
Indicted.
Regarding any drug charge. So if you've not been convicted, indicted, or arrested, you are not guilty. Now, there is that blurry area where he had property seized. How do we put that? If he's never been arrested, never been convicted, never been indicted, you are innocent according to the law. If you have never, Musti, at least me and you are the core of this debate. That's why I said this is a Reno or Omokri question for Obi and Tinubu. Now, according to the law, I don't know if you agree with me, Musti, just nod if in agreement or disagreement. If he has not been indicted, convicted, or arrested on a certain charge, we cannot say he's guilty. But then we now have the problem of property forfeiture. Now, there are two ways to this. We all know how the government behaves when it comes to, they go in anything related to drugs, they just go and seize first. Then if you can now prove that, this watch, I not buy it with drug money. I worked in a farm and milked cows for 2 years. Instead of them paying me salary, they gave me this watch. So they'll release the watch to you. But you now cannot justify the car. So the car now becomes their problem, their property. I don't know if I'm making sense to you. So that, in a way, explains what could have happened regarding the returning of the property. Now, I'm not agreeing with Bongolee 100% because I did not see any story anywhere where Tinubu got his money back. I've not seen it. I'm hearing it today for the very first time on this.
I will send you evidence of that after this debate. It's been said countless times. I will send you evidence on that after this debate, sir. Thank you.
Okay then. All right then. So I think it's time we went into the Basbos section because we've been here for quite a long time. This has been a very interesting debate. I'm sure even Taste Buds has that to say. Very enlightening, very entertaining, and very interesting. So very informative too at the same time. And we're all like adults able to sit down and sift through what everyone is saying to come to a reasonable conclusion. Mosquito, they bite me. I remember when my baby said, mosquito was biting me in the UK. We said, there's no mosquito in London. Una they enjoy you. I didn't hear since mosquito they bite me anyhow. All right, guys, I'm gonna close the Star Wars in a few minutes. Please feel free to go over to my channel and my YouTube, to my Facebook page, Daddy Freeze, DADDY FREEZE, and buy your stars. Atiku is leading with 20,400 stars, while Peter Obi 11,900 stars. If you know you truly love Peter Obi, and this girl that has been saying things and is trying so hard and is doing so well, go and support stars. Let's put Preye. You know what? If you people can win the Star Wars, I will put Preye nailing her point as mascot for the week.
Mascot
will be in the background, and I'll not put Preye nailing the point. Oh yeah, come on over, come and buy the stars now, sharp. Olaiton Oloyin bought 1,400 stars. Olaiton, now you nearly face this people by your own. Can you imagine? 9,400 stars in total. Olaiton Oloyin, ready to tackle Black Mentor. Olaiton Oloyin Ola iton oloyin, ola iton we dey sell honey, ola iton we get honey, ola iton we sweet like honey, ola iton tackle black mentor. Waiting with that, Joe. How only black mentor going to dominate? Team Obi, come over to Facebook and buy stars. Preye has been here talking, doing all the good things, but you're not letting her shine because you're not letting her win Star Wars. Then Musti will not do anything, we just chill. They do fine boy, they sipping in soda, they chill. Now ain't can they lead. Omo, no grill. Brume, I see your hand. Brume, 100 stars for Peter Obi. That's how it happens. Oh yeah, come and be building. 3, 2, 1, ladies and gentlemen, a 10-minute time limit. Over to you guys regarding the Bass Bulls. Hey. George Wallace, who are you supporting? 2,500 stars. I'm so sorry, guys. George Wallace, who are you supporting? This George Wallace. This George Wallace buy stars for one show where I do for London. Fear catch me. Omo. Now I believe the black mentor go see match. George Wallace. Please, when you are buying stars, mention who you are buying for. Make I hail you. Olaiton Oloyin, Joseph Nantoma, aka Black Mentor, and George Wallace. Now them they dominate. Who is it going to be? Peter Obi, Atiku, or Tinubu? Come on over to my Facebook page. Facebook, it's Daddy Freeze. Scroll to the video you're watching today and buy your stars. So, a 10-minute time limit for the basketball section or the session. Are you guys ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Do you want me to start first, or Atiku, do you want to go? Because
No, sorry.
what I want to talk about.
We need to follow the
Okay.
order of
Okay,
things.
Atiku, go ahead. Atiku, go ahead.
Let me quickly say something. Is this an
Don't
advice?
interrupt.
Let me quickly say something. This is an advice. Bongolee, please, stop using Sahara reporters as your facts. They are the most useless. They are liars. I know the guy. So I beg, when you talk about this day or any other one, I will agree with you. But Sahara reporters, I think I'll beg you. Don't listen to them. They are the most useless. They are the fake news you can. The guy will just wake up one morning and he's hungry and he's looking for something. He will just say something. No facts at all. Sahara reporters win. Everybody in Nigeria knows that. Maybe because you're abroad, you don't know. But everybody in Nigeria knows that. So I beg, stop using Sahara reporters. Number 2, every country, because there's a lot of things I want to discuss here, but because it's basketball, I'm sure I'm not be able to discuss all this. Some of the things that you guys discussed, and I was going to just, make reference to that. Now, Nigeria's politics is peculiar. Every country has its peculiarity. Bongolee, when you keep ranking Nigeria and saying, oh, this sector in Nigeria is ranked internationally and this, and you are the same person that saying Nigeria is a third world country, and you are ranking them with the West. You are contradicting yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Our politics and look, if we look at the West, they have one common religion, one common language. Nigeria, we have multiple religions. We have over 300 languages. We are very, very, we are very complicated society. So our politics has to be, they have to be different. As I always say, I'm not the kind of person that plays dirty. I've been involved in politics for a very long time. I don't play dirty politics. I say it the way it is. You understand what I'm saying? So if you talk about everything using statistics, Bongolee, how can we talk about statistics when we're not solving the problem that is plaguing us first? You cannot rule this country if there's no unity. You cannot rule this country if there's insecurity. You cannot rule this country when the Hausa man doesn't like the Yoruba man, or the Yoruba man is speaking against the Hausa man, or the Hausa man is speaking against the Igbo man. You need to first look at what is the basics. All the statistics, we know it. We all know the statistics. It's not about coming to say that we don't have anything to say about statistics. No, Bongolee. We are looking at how do we, first of all, manage the problem that we have. We have to have a central ground. Before you can start thinking about how, of course you have that plan. Before you start implementing it, first of all, you have to find a way of uniting Nigeria. That is key, Bongolee. That is very key. You understand? As far as the Peter Obi they are talking about, Preye said something about, we could cross from here and we'll bring this person here and bring that person there. Obi did the same. Obi did the same. So if that's the case, if we're saying this, that means none of our candidates even fit to run for office. If we keep attributing, I keep saying this, I have no problem with the candidates or the party. My problem is, how do we now say, okay, we all know all these issues. We know that people have goofed. Nobody is perfect. What do we do to go forward? Is it keep always fact-checking someone that will move us forward? Let's, for once, sit down and think. Seriously, all these blames is not going to take us anywhere. I've said it's not going to take us. I've seen these things happen years after years, political years after years. They will blame this person, the person will still win, and people will still come out and be critiquing the person. That's all I have to say. Today is not a day for me to quarrel. But let's look at how do we go forward? How do we, who can we trust? As Preye said, trust is the issue. That's the basic issue here. Because the same problem, believe me, whether any of them come into power in 2023, some of these problems, if it's not well properly handled, they're still going to be there. They're still going to be there. Before Jonathan came to, before Buhari came to power, is not this problem that you saw, that he said he was come to fix? Has he fixed it? Rather, he has made it worse. He has made this problem worse. And I'm telling you reality, because we are on ground. We are the ones suffering this thing. You guys in America, you have lights. We don't have lights. I'm running my house now in generator. I'm not buying diesel. So let's for once, for God's sake, can we just, how do we go forward? I can decide to come here and yap Obi and yap Tinubu and abuse him. But what does it do for me? What does it do to the Nigerian people? What does it do? How does it affect the insecurity by calling Bola Tinubu a drug dealer or Obi a liar? How does it, or saying that I think we're selling everything? So we should honestly, I have a lot of things to say. I mean, if I was maybe Brume or what's the other guy from this state who come and abuse everybody, this was it. Look, we all educated people. How do we solve this problem going forward? That is all I'm about, my brother. That's all I'm about. Preye is emotional. She has the right to be emotional. Because Nigeria is a sad case right now. Believe me, you guys are in America, I'm here. Nigeria is a bloody sad case. So if Preye is emotional, I'm not saying that I'm supporting Preye because she's in Labour Party, no. Because Preye is a concerned Nigerian. So if she's emotional, just like the way you are, Bongolee, you're also emotional about certain things. But please, all these things when they speak, statistic 2.3 billion, 8 billion, 3 billion. It doesn't translate to the man waiting for village, my brother. The farmers cannot go to farm. Agriculture is supposed to be our mainstay in this country, one of our mainstay in this country. If we are starting, just between 2016 or thereabout, no. Do you know how much Nigeria spent in agricultural imports? Over 10 trillion, which is 4 times more than what we exported agriculturally, over 800 million, and we're talking statistics. Is that going to help the farmer? Always. So we need to really look at these things critically. We need to look at the issue that's plaguing us critically. In the whole of Abuja, there's only one hospital. Please, only one hospital in Abuja. One hospital, which is the Turkish hospital. Everybody's rushing there. And you are paying 10 times the amount you even pay in some other countries for treatment. Haba. You don't tire.
And that is it. Can I talk now?
Haba.
Can
We're
I
going to
talk
talk
now?
statistics. Every time,
I'm not talking
statistics, the rule of this,
Don't be
ranking,
scared.
Nigeria is ranked here. Is that what's going to help
Don't be
the common man?
scared. I know, don't be scared. Don't be scared. It's okay. I get you.
What do we not be
Now,
scared? This is a
don't be
statistic. Is there
scared.
anybody?
Don't be scared, because here in this plan here, when you go to page, I think it is page 45 of this manifesto, it will tell you the plan that Ashwaju has for healthcare. It says, and I quote, that we are going to build 774 primary healthcare centers in each local government. And then it says that in every state, you're going to have 3 general hospitals. So that will solve your problem in Abuja.
That's
And
all
also,
talk.
in each geopolitical zone, you're going to have 1 specialist hospital. But that is not where I'm going to. Now, I'm not attacking anybody here. I'm just stating facts here now. Now, guys, remember that Nigeria just went through, just like every other part of the world, Nigeria went through 2 economic recessions, the COVID-19 pandemic, oil slump because we are a mono economy, and also the Slavic war that is going on. A lot of these hardships that we are all facing in Nigeria also is caused all across the globe as we speak. A lot of countries are going through severe pains. And I believe that Ashwaju is the man that is going to relieve us of all of these pains because of his antecedents, what he has done, that is visual. Now, I want to correct Preye on one thing. Preye said Nigeria is not the giant of Africa and we need to bring Nigeria back into being the giant of Africa. Maybe she doesn't understand the meaning of being the giant of Africa. It means that you have the largest gross domestic product, which Nigeria ranks as the 31st in the world. So in Africa, we have the largest GDP, and that is why we are called the giant of Africa. Now, secondly, you talked about taxes. Now, guys, I want you guys to remember what I'm saying here. From 1960 to 2015, before the Buhari administration came in, only 13 million Nigerians were paying taxes. But from 2015 down to 22, now that number has turned to 35 million Nigerians paying taxes. What is a country without taxes? Ashwaju here, they said, who is taxing everybody? No, he's not taxing everybody. He's expanding the tax bracket. I can sit here and tell you our tax bracket from 7% to 24% in Nigeria. I can tell you that your first 310,000 naira is 7% taxes they will remove, and anything you earn greater than 3.2 million is 24% taxes that they will remove, income taxes. I can sit here and break it down, but they're trying to incentivize you guys or desensitize you guys in not believing, okay, start. No, it is this start that you use to plan. I am a problem solver, and as a trained problem solver, you use start to plan. So when people say start, I'm like, what are you guys even talking about? Now, let us move into all of these beautiful ideas, because Preye will always say one thing. What is IGR when the life of the people are this and that? Guys, where will this OB that she's supporting, where will it get the money from? When you and I know that is very unproductive when it comes to money generation. He doesn't know how to generate money because of his container economics that he practices. It is a fact. Because the governor before him was able to increase the IGR by almost like about 800 to 900% in the person of Chris Ngige in 3 years. Why Willie Obiano, the governor after him, was able to increase the IGR by over 200%? Why was it different? Guys, even non-performing governors like LlAR in Anambra State was able to increase that by over 100% in 8 years. Come on now, give me a freaking break. We need money to generate all those beautiful ideas. Now, Preye talked about church rats from eating, stopping church rats from eating personal, poisoned Holy Communion. Guys, this kind of statement is a very, very sad statement, and I'm disappointed in Preye for making such a statement, and I'll tell you guys why. It is so shocking that most people on this platform do not even understand what that statement means. And I don't blame you guys, because Obi himself doesn't know what green energy is, according to Atiku. Atiku was one that said it. Now, guys, listen up and learn. I don't care. You guys might not like me, but this has nothing to do with partisanship here, what I'm about to say. So, guys, there's what is called climate change going on in the world. Africa only contributes about 3% of the greenhouse gases. And Africa is the one that is the most affected by this, this climate change. To the point that in Somalia, as we are speaking, they are going through severe drought right now. In Nigeria and countries close to the equator, we are having record temperature rise. Nigeria is very hot as we are speaking right now. So guys, look at it. The Western world now said that we don't want you guys in Africa to industrialize. Because when you industrialize, remember, only 3%. When you industrialize, you add more carbon emission, you release more carbon emissions to the atmosphere. But they can keep industrializing. So they now said, you know what? We will give you guys money. Guys, do you know that out of the $100 billion they are supposed to give us in Africa, they've only given us a paltry 12 billion? And that's why Asiwaju now said, in continuation of that quote, if they don't want to give us that money, we'll scatter everything. Meaning, we will industrialize. You guys don't know what they are doing. They just finished the COP27 conference in Egypt. Go and see what the Egyptian president was saying. Go and listen to what one activist called Migwi was saying. Do you think we just sit down here and come and debate? We are watching everything going on 24/7 all around the world. Do you think we just come here and talk? Do you think LlAR is emotional? LlAR is emotional. Do you know how emotional I am about the situation of Nigeria? Because of my intellectuality? Even though I don't know anything, I strive to know. Now, lastly, she said something about, flooding. Guys, there are 3 types of drainages in Nigeria. You have the primary drainage, you have the secondary drainage, and you have the tertiary drainage. The states are in charge of the primary drainage. And the states get what is called ecological funds. Ask your state governors, what did they do with their ecological funds? Guys, let me tell you about Lagos, and this is where I will end everything. In Lagos, for example, Lagos has 169 primary drainages. Guys, Lagos is a sinking city. Lagos is on the drainage part, the drainage plains. So when rain falls, in northern Nigeria, the rain drains and falls down. The water finds its way down to Lagos and into the Atlantic Ocean. But Lagos State, whenever rain falls, this flash flooding and all those things, under 2 days, the water is away. Why? Because of planning. Now, Lagos State is saying in the next 100 years, they're already planning for 100 years. And in the next 100 years, the water level is going to rise by 2 meters. Guys, I'm telling you facts here, by 2 meters. So Lagos State is already planning for that. So guys, this has nothing to do with partisanship here. We're not doing partisanship stuff here. Understand the meaning of the poisoned communion statement that Asiwaju made. If you can't understand it, I mean talking to people here, if you guys cannot understand it, go and type go on Bloomberg.com right now and type on your phone on Google search African leaders against climate summit or whatever, African leaders versus Western leaders against climate change. The article came out in October, the day after Asiwaju made that statement. And then after Asiwaju made that statement, they released about $250 million to Africa. Are you kidding me? I'm done. Anybody can say whatever they want to say.
No. Sorry. I agree with you, Bongolee, on the fact that a lot of people did not understand Asiwaju Ahmed Tinubu when he made that statement. However, there's also a statement he made where he was saying rum bum bum bongo. Can you please interpret that to us too?
That is Baba Blue Bulaba.
Yes.
That is Baba Blue Bulaba. Ah yes, it's our language. It's our language.
Sorry, no Pentecostal Christian has the right to tackle Bola Ahmed Tinubu on that. Because when you go to your churches, we hear nonsense that's even worse than that. And you have to say language of God understands. So any Christian that's criticizing Bola Tinubu, they just know that God understands what he was saying. But me, when no say the Christians, when they do their ragaga, they talk nonsense. I get mad to see I say, Babala Boo Boo, what does it mean? Over to you.
Well, Daddy Freeze, I do not know
It's,
if those videos swirling around are doctored. Well, Preye can answer. I don't know if they are doctored or not.
oh my God.
But there are times that people
It's my turn
ramble.
to talk, please.
Then
Yeah.
if you're talking, you talk. You
It's
ask
my
me the
turn. It's my
question.
turn. Yeah. So please, I would like to jump on it immediately. Yeah. So
Kill 3 people. George Wallace III. George Wallace III. You and Olaitan Oloyin and Darlington Nayo have really raised the bar. You are almost catching up with Joseph Nantoma. You have about 18,000 stars. Joseph Nantoma has about 26,000. Come on over to Facebook, guys. Come and face your book now. Daddy Freeze is the page to go to on Facebook. It's verified, DADDYFREEZE. Come to today's video. I'm about to declare the winner on Star Wars. It's looking like it's going to be Team Atiku, held hostage by the great black mentor Joseph Nantoma and his beautiful wife Mercy Nantoma. Amazing people, and I'm going to tell you about Mercy Nantoma's show still coming up. But in the meantime, you guys go there. Let Team Peter Obi that's been trying, and also I can see Team Tinubu with 500 stars. You guys go over to my Facebook page and buy stars. Over to you, Preye.
thank you very much, Daddy Freeze. I understand the Star Wars are a reflection of APC's performance generally in life on a regular day. Anyways, you just said something, Bongolee. You said Lagos is a sinking city. You need to know that Bayelsa is actually the drainage state. Niger and Benue confluence in Kogi, and the floods move down to Bayelsa into the Atlantic. So yes, before you talk about sinking cities, you put Lagos being a sinking city. Bayelsa tops that list. Secondly, as someone in clinical research, as a clinical research project manager handling multiple studies across North America, we have studies on dementia patients and treatments that will help, and the irreversible dementia that happens with old age. Signs are memory loss, impaired judgment, difficulty speaking, trouble making good decisions, especially with money, and repeating yourself. Please, Tinubu is showing signs of somebody facing dementia as a challenge due to his age. And I don't blame him. That is his age. But all this renewed hopelessness inside the manifesto that they are presenting to us and telling us Tinubu will execute everything. When the APC did meeting, gathered all the youths to write one paragraph each in that manifesto and presented it to you, my dear Nigerians, and told you people that's what Tinubu would do. But he can barely make a statement. Bala Blue, Bulaba, Bulubala. He doesn't remember the name of his party. You can't talk about statistics and cerebral performance and all of that. Bongolee, you've been bragging here how you are intelligent and statistics are used to plan, yet your Oga cannot, let's not even go there. Your Oga can't even present nothing. Everything you have in that hopelessness book is from the people in the party, just so that people don't look funny. I know you people regret fielding Tinubu as your candidate. I understand. It happens. So yes, you can't start talking about Obi said this, Tinubu said that, Tinubu said this. The man is facing dementia. Secondly, he said, if the West doesn't give us money, we won't industrialize. So if the West doesn't give us money, we won't industrialize. And that's the person that you are telling us that understands climate change and is coming to change Nigeria. Are you joking with me?
Preye, don't do this
Secondly,
now.
to reduce bias, as Musti said, and I agree with him, it's good that we get good advice from Musti from time to time. Please stop this crayfish fact checking, talking about Sahara reporters. Sahara reporters is like going to buy crayfish. Everybody knows. And besides, that is a media house that is owned by one of the presidential candidates. So there's the presence of bias in their reporting. So I would say it's categorically leave Sahara reporters alone. Don't even quote it to people because it's already biased. And the same Sahara reporters, the one they quote about Tinubu, you will not come and say it here. They are on Tinubu's tail every second. You won't come and say it here. But you are quoting the one you want to pick and choose. There's the presence of bias. I have never even brought Sahara reporters here for that reason. Everybody knows this. So I'm surprised that as learned and exposed, I learned a lot from you, Bongolee, but you can't tell me you don't know that Sahara reporters is crayfish journalism. And then, you know, you talk about Tinubu this, Tinubu is going to do that, Tinubu is... Look, the man is sick. You people should allow him retire. Let him go and rest. Let him go and rest. And there's too much water under the bridge, from his identity to his gender on his documents. We don't know nothing about him. So yes, we cannot trust him. That's the problem. I know, yes, you say those things don't matter, but how do we trust such a person with our nation's resources? And lastly, the Giant of Africa thing has nothing to do with GDP. Nigeria was called the Giant of Africa because of our population, because we are large. That was where we got the nickname from. Please read the history. It has nothing to do with GDP.
Are you going to
Nothing,
stone me on
absolutely
history?
nothing.
Are you going to talk to me about history?
Finished. I'm not going to talk to you about
There are
history, but
levels. There are levels.
we
When
did
it comes
not
to talking about
become Giant
history,
of Africa from
there are
GDP.
levels. Don't do it. Don't go there.
We got
Don't go there with me, Preye.
that
Stay in your
nickname.
lane, Preye. Don't do
We
that.
got
Don't
that
do it.
nickname. We
You
got
can go ahead.
we
Don't
got
tell me
that
about
nickname because
UK.
of our population and not GDP. That is
Okay.
false. You can
Okay.
Google it. As you said, Google is your friend. Same goes to you. Google is your friend. And lastly,
Shebi, you're
please
debating
explain
me
to
with
us.
computer now.
I'm
You're
not
debating me
debating
with
with
computer and
computer.
human. I'm hearing your clicks now. Your mouth clicks.
Oh,
You've been
yes.
hearing it now.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I have a class going on. I'm in school. My PGD is up while I'm talking to you. So, yes, my
I'm
computer
at
is
work
on.
too. I'm at work too. This looks different. We're also working also.
So you
So what
cannot
are you talking
question
about?
my clicking. You cannot question my clicking. You cannot question my clicking. I can click. It's
I'm not
my
questioning
office.
your
It's my
clicking.
space.
Is that Google is your
That's
friend?
what I'm saying. It's not your business.
Guys,
Is that
Not your
Google is your
business.
friend?
Lastly, Google is
guys,
your friend.
I never
Yes,
talk
Google
last.
it.
guys.
Lastly, I don't want to lose my train of thoughts. You are here talking about Tinubu will make decisions, this. What is it? Is a tier umbrella. We will recharge the Lake Chad. You are telling people you are disappointed that they don't understand Holy Communion from poisonous Holy Communion. What is your candidate's source of wealth? You talked about a policy in that hopelessness journal that will come and stop corruption. What is his source of wealth? Does he own any publicly traded company? How did he become so rich? Why did he convert a lot of Lagos State property into his private coffers? So what are we talking about? You don't have the merit to talk about fixing corruption. That man does not have that merit. He does not. So yes, Peter
So
Obi,
does
you
Peter
might try
Obi.
to
So does Peter Obi.
you might try to minimize Peter Obi's performance, but you can't compare to this mess that we have here.
Someone is
Thank you.
Anambra State to make money. Kadari
It's not
Ahmed
using
challenged him in
Anambra State.
2019 now.
What is
You remember
Tinubu
Kadari
doing?
Ahmed challenged him in
How did he get
2019
the
or
house on
2018.
body loan?
The
How
video
did
is
he
on
get the house
YouTube.
on body loan? How did he
You
get the
see,
house on body loan? He
you
receives
see,
a new house every 3 years.
there is something that is missing in this
His
debate.
pension is every 3
They
years.
are not,
Every 3
she has
years,
never,
a
she
new
has not said
house.
Obi will do one
Every
thing.
new house.
That is free. Preye all through the 1 hour plus we've been talking has not said this is
four
what
months
and
talking
how
about
Peter
what
Obi will do
Obi will
something.
do.
No,
I
at
have
least
spent the
Atiku is
last
saying
4
we
months.
unify.
I
That's not what the people came here for.
Yes.
That's not what they came here for. They came here for evidence. They came here for.
That is what they came here for. I am crying for my people. Yes.
Everybody, quiet. All right. First of all, I need to appreciate you all. Mostly just came to work. When I saw what you guys have given up to be on the team on the debate today, I had to even meet my own beside the travel. Now it make me like this. Mostly that you are looking at here is just coming in from work. What's his name? Is actually still at work. Bongolee. Bongolee is still at work. Preye is in school and still on the challenge at the same time. And with this, I must say, I am truly, truly impressed with you all. Okay? And I'm so, so impressed. Something was about to happen. I don't know how it happened, but I think I lost the Facebook video. I don't know what's going on with Facebook today. But your stars have not gone anywhere. So I'm just going to try to come back and see if I can join live. Go back live, see if it will take me back there. Because I need to announce the winners of the Clash of the Supporters. Okay, so far, even though we lost the previous video, I want to show you the stars are still there. They've not gone anywhere. Oh, man, can you imagine? So, try. What kind of thing is this? Hey, how person they get this kind of bad luck? As in, babe, when Peter Obi was just coming back on, how did this happen? Okay, so what's going to happen is I still have access to the cards, and I'm going to count them all. So for the stars, Joseph Nantoma is topping with 30,000 stars, followed by a very lovely lady. Somebody else has 10,000 stars. I can see it. So now we have about 30,000. I don't know how did I lose this live? And it's still you go back. Oh man. Chai.
Daddy, please.
Yes.
I beg. I want to show just one. Is about maybe 3 seconds. 3 seconds.
Okay. All right.
By bandits. You sit at home, you are kidnapped. You send your children to school, they are kidnapped. With the figure as you reach the boat, somebody was kidnapped in a hospital. So where are you going to stay? You travel by road, you are kidnapped. You go by train, you are kidnapped. Last week, the airports were attacked by bandits. You sit at home, you are kidnapped. Bongolee, I'll come to you. The reason why I showed you this guy is my very good friend. He's the chairman committee, sitting on chairman committee, and is APC. He's cheating, he's sharing one of the biggest committee in the house, and this APC. This will tell you the message I'm trying to sing to you guys. It's not about statistics. There are issues that if you don't solve them, all these your statistics, renewal hope, ego, no, they work, my brother.
All right, guys. So sorry about this because you know why this is particularly painful? Because Team Obi has done so well. So far, we have Black Mentor and Team Atiku are leading with 30,000 stars. Peter Obi's team has been able to come together and get 24,000 stars. And just then I lost the video. I have access to the results, but sadly, I cannot pinpoint exactly who bought what. But I can say, I can count for Peter Obi, there's a 24,000 margin against what's he called? Atiku Abubakar. So please come. And there was a lady. If you guys bought stars recently, especially one lady, I've not been able to say thank you to you. I don't know how you did it. Yes, I think that's the lady. Not Peter, not oh wow, they've added another 3,000 stars. So Peter Obi is now